And
Looking at the stats, we took 16 shots to your 6. That's mental. And it should have been more by Spurs because you hit the bar like I think 3.
I'm confident with this team. You know, there's a lot of negativity with Tottenham fans, to be honest. We're quite fine. Let's be realistic. They're not going to win the league. They're not going to do anything in Europe. And I mean this in the nicest possible.
What was weird for me to see was the fans because obviously over there you
Yeah.
see all these white and red shirts all mingling with each other, and I'm going, this would never ever be a thing. Like even if
Nah.
it was a friendly in England.
Champions of Hong Kong, you'll never sing that.
On that note, don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching around the world. This is One Way Football and one-on-one fan talk. Joined here today with Johnny and his main man, his boy Harry as well. Up the Spurs. Up
Up the
the Spurs.
Spurs.
Oh, who would have thought it, eh? Who would have thought it?
Finally.
Well, look, to be honest with you, mate, I don't really take pre-season friendlies too seriously. You know, it's all about getting the fitness of the players, but we're going to win the league.
It's quite, you know what? Looking at it, and I was quite frustrated with Arsenal because it was all a bit of a mess on our account. Like you say, obviously, like you have to take into account it's a pre-season friendly, but at the end of the day, when it comes to your rivals, you want to show them what you've got. And you know, looking at the business window and the transfer the window so far, we've done better business than you, and we couldn't show that on the field. It looked like we were completely flat. I don't know if it's because you know when you have too many players to use, it looked like he got confused of what he wanted to do and what he wanted to play. But I mean, I understand he's got that risk of players getting injured. Trossard came off, you know, with an injury. It wasn't too bad, but at the same time, you're kind of just looking at it and going, "Oh, you know, there's still shaky bits." The Sarr goal from Spurs, it was like, you know, Raya loves to be out of the box. Like he's halfway up down the pitch. So,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, anyone could have lobbed him in that one. It was a good goal, you know, from the halfway, just below the halfway line. But I was thinking maybe Spurs don't need to sign anyone else.
Well, look, let's not get carried away here. We've won. It's nice to beat you because, you know, even though it's a friendly, it's not a friendly.
Yeah.
I thought we played really well. I think the first 10 minutes you started well, and I thought, here we go. And we got into the game. We hit the post 3 times, and it was controlled. I thought Pedro Porro was phenomenal today.
Yeah.
And he did really well against your right winger. He was up and down that touchline, your winger, Mikel Arteta, I think his name is. And he, yeah, I mean, he's got a stat. So I like the argy-bargy there. I know Porro pushed Arteta out of the way when he was taking a throw in because yet again, he's bouncing around like Zebedee. And it's great. I love beating you. I think it's brilliant. And you'll be the same. Friendly or not, it's a win. And
yeah, of course, you know, you always have to take into account.
Was very good today, actually. It was a good performance. And
yeah, you know what? Looking at the game, it was fast paced. It was, you know, it was a good game to watch, considering the rivalry and that.
Yeah,
And looking at the stats, we took 16 shots to your 6. That's mental. And it should have been more by Spurs because you hit the bar like I think 3 times.
3 times. We had that, you know, that corner that should have gone in as well. And this is about, you know, Dominic Solanke as well. This is with Richarlison up top, you know. And but Papa Sarr's got that in him. You know, he's a very good player for his age. And
he looked like he was out there to do business today.
You can see the difference in style from Thomas Frank to Postecoglou, where Postecoglou was very, very negative, you know, whereas you can see it's a lot more open. They look like they've got a bit of freedom. And long may it continue. I say it's pre-season. We've won pre-season games before 8 or 9-0 and lost our first 4 games in the league. So we take it with a pinch of salt. But it's nice to beat you. And, you know, it's good to go into the season with wins. Now we've got
Yeah,
Bayern
of
Munich
course it is.
coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got PSG coming up, Bayern Munich in the friendly. We've got Newcastle on Sunday.
yeah.
So, there's tough games ahead. But
And
like
you,
I said,
like you
also
say,
plays a fit.
because you haven't been going out and getting these transfers in, you've really got to watch out what players you put out as well, because
Yeah,
with not having the bigger squad depth than other the teams, you need to watch out with injuries and stuff like that, which you have to account for.
yeah,
Um, it's not easy, and it's not always nice to see a player getting injured before the season even starts, because you're just like, oh well, that's it, it's done, isn't it? Um,
oh yeah,
but yeah, I mean, look, this the stats don't lie, and it was like, we were all over you, but then it was just the second half. I thought you were completely like, we couldn't get past your defense. You were tight at the back. There
yeah.
was you were just like a different team. It's I think for a Spurs fan, you probably would look at that and go, look at that. That's positive.
Yeah, it was good performance. We didn't, I think we deserved to win. And like I said, I mean, it gives you that confidence going into the start of the season, winning games like this. And this is a different style under Thomas Frank, which I knew anyway.
Yeah,
But I look at Porro, who last season they inverted him, so he kept coming in. Now he's out on that. He's playing like a fullback should, out on the
yeah,
wing and running with it. And
yeah,
that's it. You cross the ball, you're going to score a goal. We didn't cross the ball under Big Ange. Just cross the
mm,
ball. It's simple.
yeah,
But yeah, it's great. And yeah, uh, decent performance. Happy with the win. Nice goal. Take
yeah,
that all day
yeah.
long. But like I
So
say,
yeah, if that was
it's
in
no
the
good if
league,
you
you'd be
get
buzzing, wouldn't
Spurs.
you? You would be buzzing if that was a league goal.
Well, yeah, look, it is a friendly. I said it the other week, didn't I? I said, look, it's just a friendly. I don't take them too seriously, except when it's against Arsenal, because never a friendly, is it?
No,
You
no,
know.
that's
And
it.
it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
played like that either. I have to say, there was a few niggly tackles there, which is good to see. I don't know all
mm,
this, messing about and shaking hands and
yeah,
get the tackles in, and
yeah.
that's what it's about. But
Well, this is
yeah,
what
Matty,
this is why the players, they need to understand that this is your rival. This is when you're wherever you are in the position in the league, you're out there to
yeah,
win that game. And it's not just because of where the position you're in. It's because of the fans. You need to
I agree.
show them
Yeah,
that you're there to play for the club, and not you know
yeah,
just for the money. And like, this is why I can't stress so much is getting players in now, because that's what you want to kind of see and assess them, how they work out.
mm.
Um, which leads me to the other thing we were going to talk about with the Gibbs-White thing, because I feel like Tottenham have wasted 2 weeks on this, or maybe even longer.
We don't know what's gone on behind closed doors. Maybe Levy has gone. Yeah, we're moving on, but there's talk of us getting Paulinho on loan from
Yeah,
Bayern
I've seen
Munich.
that. Yeah,
That's an interesting one. He's a bit of a tackler here, isn't he? Likes to
yeah.
get a yellow card. But if that's what they see in here, I mean, I'm not his biggest fan, but they are looking to buy. And the other one again that's really said today is Mawani, Kolo Mawani,
Oh, really?
PSG. That's really said again today. So I don't know what the situation is going on, but yeah, there's a few rumours. Yeah,
Yeah, it's I mean, if, as a Spurs fan, look, like you said, we can't get over too excited, because we've done it all before. I mean, if you look back in when Ange first came to the team, I was
yeah,
looking at it, and you won 8 games and draw two. The first two, like your first 10 games, you didn't lose a game, and everyone was hyping Spurs up to maybe go on a title charge. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Title challenge that year.
yeah.
you know, and it kind of went the other way. And then you think about last season as well. It was the same. You have these expectations. You see Solanke coming in and stuff, and you think, okay, there's a positive vibe about it. And then it was just completely obliterated through the league. You know what I mean? It was all right. It's different in Europa League, but when you look at it, you just go. That's probably why you're not getting too fussed up at the moment. You want to see them
Well,
first couple of games, don't you?
we've been here before. Great pre-season, great start to the season, then you fall away. And Frank Sinatra said in one of his songs, "You're riding high in April, shot down in May." So it's never over till it's over. But I'm confident with this team. There's a lot of negativity with Tottenham fans. To be honest, we're quite a not me so much. There's a lot of negative Tottenham fans. Oh, we ain't bought no one. And Arsenal bought 5 players. We bought none. They got Gyökeres. We got no one. And you just got to calm down. You just got to calm
Yeah,
down.
you could
They bought
like
more
you just
players.
seen you can do it on the pitch. You know that you can be that strong defensive team at the
Yeah.
back.
I mean,
And they
Madison.
do. That's
Yeah,
what wins you
Madison coming
games,
back.
having a strong defense.
Yeah, I mean, Madison coming back's a big plus for us. Because he's a good midfielder.
Yeah, yeah, of
So
course, yeah.
but yeah, I think it'd be fine. I like the way Thomas Frank operates. I like the way he talks to the players. I did say I wanted him before Postecoglou was there, but yeah, he's here now, and we'll crack on. I think it would be quite a surprise, a surprise package, really.
Do you think you might be one of the dark horses that no one's going to back, and you just think
Yeah, the
you
only
might see
thing,
something?
the only thing is with Thomas Frank, he's got no European pedigree. However, neither did Ange, and he won it. So I'm just,
Well, yeah.
I'm not
But
sure.
was Ange not? He was with he was in Europe with Celtic, weren't he?
Yeah, that's right. So no European pedigree then, because they were
Oh,
absolutely atrocious in Europe.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
Yeah,
get what you
so
mean. Yeah,
no
yeah.
European pedigree if you're managing Celtic, to be fair, because they're not.
He kind of seems to know his stuff though, Frank. He
He
does
knows
make me
his stuff.
laugh though when I
Yeah,
look at him. He seems like he's offered a whole little. He has this always this like concerned face on him. When he went to go lift that trophy, I was watching him. He's going.
yeah,
He seems to be in his own little world a little bit. Like,
yeah. I know, but I didn't realise there was a trophy at the end of it. I only saw it afterwards. So I went on the website and I see that we're lifting this trophy, and
and it was this.
you're
Yeah,
not watching us lift it.
yeah.
I'm like, what's going on here? And Tottenham have put at the top. Oh, just another trophy in the cabinet. I'm like, Christ.
Well, yeah. I think you know
Second
what. When
trophy.
you can get a dig at your rivals, you might as well get a dig at what you
Yeah,
can.
you might as well. Yeah, you do the same.
Um,
But yeah, but happy with
But
today. Yeah,
there's not many chances you'd probably be able to do that in front of Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Like to lift the trophy in front of them.
no,
No,
yeah.
so
I mean, was there anyone that stood out for you as an Arsenal player? Because I struggled really. The young lad that came on.
yeah, Darwin. So
Yeah,
he looks a good prospect to be fair. Um, He's only 15,
he's
but
young and he's very young.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
young. But you see players like the Rooneys and that coming through the ranks and your Miles and that. Like when you see a talent that's thriving off that against Newcastle, he was all over him.
yeah.
It's But then he obviously can't make the first team in the Prem. He's too young. But it's something for the future. And one player I would say that's probably upped his game a little bit was Odegaard. The problem is he? I don't know if he's been told this or he's not taking enough shots outside of the box. He's always passing it onto the wing.
Yeah.
Whereas I think he should just try and maybe go in a little bit and try and take a few shots. But apart from that, it was all a bit messy, I think, from Arsenal's side. I think now, I don't think he actually knows what he wants to do with these new players that he's got in. Norgard he was all okay.
I didn't see. I
Um,
didn't see much of Saka really. I don't think. I mean, look, it's
Saka's
pre-season.
kind of lost in the wind a little bit. And I've said this for the last probably couple of months now. The problem with Saka is he tries to hog on the ball too much and he tries to walk it into the box
Yeah, yeah.
without passing and without maybe even trying to cut it back or anything. He kind of, I get he wants to be that's the fame of everything, but
You
there's a
know, you
time where you
should.
need to start passing the ball
Yeah.
and crossing the ball in.
You should have bought in the midfield for this season. You missed out on
Who's that?
Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka. Ah! Oh, stop!
Send that to Ed.
Sorry.
No, well, do you know what? You know what? I was looking at him in the Sunderland top. He actually quite suits us that Sunderland top, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's a good signing for them. As we
Yeah,
said
it's good.
before.
Yeah,
And whether you love him or hate him, for them, it's a good sign. He's
yeah.
experienced.
I
They've
think
had this.
he'll keep him up.
I'm not sure he keep him up, but he's certainly helped them. It's better to have him than not have him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. And it's
yeah,
not like they're going out to spend big money, are they? I mean, so
oh
he
yeah,
obviously wanted to come back to the Prem, didn't he? So it's
well
one of the
yeah,
things.
yeah.
So
But
yeah. So look, listen. Go
mm,
back to the Morgan Gibbs White thing. And do
yeah.
you like because we didn't really get much of an answer out of it? Do you think that there was more to it though? I mean, do you think that he's been held by the knife and it's
Yeah, I
been
do.
dealt with wrong?
It'd be interesting your Forest fan when you speak to him again what he thinks of the interview because when he was interviewed and I didn't realise until about a minute in that Marinakis is standing next to him.
Yeah, yeah,
So
no, that's what I said to you because I sent you a
yeah,
message
that's
saying,
right.
"Oh, it's like he's got him at gunpoint."
Yeah, and it was. Oh, I'd like to thank Mr. Marinakis. Mr. Marinakis this, Mr. Marinakis that, and I'm like, right. And then it then pans to him and says, "Oh yeah, we like to keep our best players at the club." Um, I don't know what went on. I don't know if he wanted to go to Tottenham. I don't know if Tottenham just made an approach and offered the money, and then he said to him, "Right, do you want to stay and I pay you this?" I don't know, but it was all a bit weird.
Yeah,
The whole thing was a bit weird, and obviously, look, if you're State Forest, that's fine. Let's be realistic. They're not going to win the league. They're not going to do anything in Europe, and I mean this in the nicest possible way. They might have a little cut run. Where's the ambition for Gibbs-White? Not even if it's Tottenham. He might even Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, the teams that win.
mm.
Where's the ambition? So
I mean,
I don't know what
in
we
my
said.
eyes, I think it's a bit naughty of Gibbs White how he's gone about it, really, because
We don't know who's at fault here. People
yeah,
go, Daniel Levy's at fault. People say Gibbs White, and they say it's Marinakis. You know, you have to give the big man some credit for keeping him there. You have to
yeah,
give him some credit for that because he's like, well, he's not gone anywhere, and I've tied him down now for another however many years it is. So
and do
you
you know
know,
what? It's such a. I mean, when you have that Champions League under your belt, usually you attract a player like like that if they're not in Champions League. For him to stay
yeah.
there, then God knows what he's got. Like he must have got a massive bonus or something, like because
Well, I don't know what he's offered him, but you know, he's kept him there and he's done the job. So
yeah, a year supply of free gyros in his restaurant.
Giros.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, it was a bit of a weird one, bit of a weird situation. I mean, I've
Yeah.
spoke to some Spurs supporters, and they do reckon that it's wasted time that we've wasted on him to try and wait for a round to
To
see
be honest
the
with
final
you,
decision.
if we bought him 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we'll still be dilly dallying anyway. That's what we do.
Mm.
So this is a bit of a smoke screen. I don't think it's because of him. Tottenham are always a little bit slow in
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah.
players. They eventually do. So I'm
I
not
was
worried too much.
I was moving on. I was watching expressions, right?
Oh yeah,
um,
his favourite
somehow
part, mate. He loves it.
somehow he got onto the media. You know when they're doing
I
the
couldn't
press
believe it. I
conferences,
know. I saw it.
and his questions was, "Do you
No.
mind being called Thomas the Frank Engine?"
Yeah, and then he went. Choo choo. We met expressions at the parade. At the
Yeah, we took a
parade.
picture.
At the parades. After the parade
Yeah,
was finished, there was a group of people. What's going on here? And here he was, expressions walking
yeah, yeah.
about, and I don't know. He was doing something with a flare or a smoke bomb or
Right,
something.
yeah, yeah,
And we had a photo taken, but he was constantly just moving. He didn't stop. He was on edge, but he
yeah.
likes expressions oozing, and
Yeah, do you know what? I have to admit, I do like watching his content because he is quick and he's on the ball. He's quick. He's funny. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? He's the stuff he comes out with.
I like the song he's made about the Arsenal team, Bukayo Saka.
Oh yeah, the
Bukayo
Saka.
Saka.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
what was
yeah.
the other one he's done? He did oh yeah, Martin, no shoulder guard.
So the guard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? He
And
comes out with some good like memes. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
He
yeah.
calls it. What's he called? The Tottenham Birdabow or something like that. He calls the stadium.
Oh,
And like,
the Spurnabout.
Spurnabow.
The
That's the one. He calls it
Spurnabout, yeah.
Spurnabow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to the
But you know what?
Spurnabout
Fair play to the
fan.
guy. He's made a living off of doing what he does, isn't he? I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, the
um,
Spurnabout, yeah. And he has good banter with Don Robbie, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I do love them podcasts. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's quite a good like little laugh. Maybe in a couple of years' time when I get a studio, we'll be meeting up and doing our own podcast and like
yeah. Expressions on. God, you never get
that.
5 minutes.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
man. I mean, there's certain like right now to get me views. There are certain videos that I would like to post, but I'm a bit more respectful than that. Oh, but look, listen, it's a great. Yeah. Bandana tears. But look, listen. Moving on. Look,
yeah,
it's a great win if you're a Spurs fan. You want to win that
yeah.
rivalry.
Well, look,
Uh, I
listen,
think
we've got Newcastle Sunday in the same place.
it's in Korea.
In Korea. Then we away at Bayern Munich. We play them every year, I think, as a Kane. And then we've got obviously PSG.
yeah,
And then the league starts. So we've got a few more games. It's nice to see us play.
yeah,
Listen, it's just nice. If this was 1-0 against, I don't know, the Hong Kong 11, you'd be like, yeah. Because it's against you,
yeah. It's
you've got to
different.
revel in it a little bit. And it's nice
Yeah,
to,
it's different.
it's nice
Yeah,
Four
to,
yeah.
bucks.
got a battle
I
for it.
mean,
That's it. Yeah.
let's
So,
let's. I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, it's not a friendly. You know what I mean,
no,
it's always going to
no,
be
yeah,
a game that you go in and
yeah.
fans
And
want
like,
to see you win that game.
yeah.
Doesn't matter if
Like
you're
I said,
in Hong Kong,
yeah.
Australia, North Pole. You've got to win that game.
But it
In
wasn't played in
Santa's
that way, which
Grotto.
was good. Yeah, it wasn't played in that way, which was good. So it's all a bit, cut and thrust, and some
Yeah.
tackles were going in, which was great. And yeah, that's what I want to see. But what I
What
will
was
say is,
weird for me to say, sorry to interrupt you. What was weird for me to see was the fans, because obviously over there, you
yeah,
see all these white and red shirts all mingling with each other, and I'm going, this would never ever be a thing. Like even if
nah,
it was a friendly in England.
yeah, this is it. And we did a really good. I saw the build up the last couple of days. They did a really good drone show. I don't know if you've seen it. Where
I've
they put
seen
the
that, yeah,
Tottenham,
with the
yeah,
logo.
Tottenham badge and all that. So
Yeah,
they really look after the fans when they go there.
yeah,
In
yeah,
fact,
yeah.
to be honest with you, they get quite a lot more than what we do here. They don't see them all the time.
No, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so they
Yeah.
do. They do. And I know a song came on today. I don't know if you heard the cheers, but even in
Yeah,
Hong
yeah.
Kong, how big
Who's
he
the other
is.
Asian lad you got there? The
So a
new
guy
lot, sorry.
called, what's his name?
Yang Min Hyuk.
Yang Min Hyuk,
Yeah, I
and
mean, where is he from then? Is he
he's from Korea,
Korea?
and he was signed last season. He went on loan at QPR, and he was fantastic for them.
Oh, right, okay.
Really
So that's
good.
something maybe to look forward to as a
Well,
Spurs fan,
look,
yeah.
let's be honest. Daniel Levy's bought him for one shirt sales because when Song goes, he wants to keep the Korean crowd,
Yeah, of
which is
course. Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
So that keeps them happy.
yeah.
And he's already on the shop window as well, this young kid. So it's clever. It's clever. It's clever. But yeah, he's a good lad. Yeah, he'll get game time. But we have one problem. We've still got Brian Hill. And
Brian
I'm like,
Hill.
how long is this guy going to be at this football club?
Yeah,
He just ain't good enough.
He's so
yeah,
bad
yeah,
at
yeah,
passing.
yeah, yeah.
When he first, people mocked me. They went, "Oh, he's the next Messi." I said, "Messi." I said, "You're joking." I said, "He's got to be one of the worst footballers I've ever seen," and I weren't wrong. People, oh yeah, no, he's great. We'll give him a chance. Give him a chance. He's rubbish. So
Yeah.
hopefully he'll be gone because we've just got dead wood on the books.
Son looked like he put on a bit of timber when I
Well,
seen him.
there was I don't know if you saw towards the end of the game. The ball was past him. He was down the left wing, and I'm
Yeah,
thinking, right, he's going to run at them here, take them
yeah,
on top
yeah,
corner. He passed it first time. He crossed it first time,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it got reached your defender. And I'm like, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, he would have run at them, run and run and run,
Oh
take
yeah, you would
defenders.
have left them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now he crossed it first time.
Because
So
I
not
found it a bit strange. I was like, Ben White caught up with him like
yes,
within
I saw
seconds.
that, and that's unheard of.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So
Because usually he leaves like
yeah,
defenders in the dust.
but we love Son, and
But then he's had, like you say, he's been injured, hasn't he? So he's had time. He's been
he
probably
has
sat
been,
around
and
a lot. And
he's huffed and puffed, and since the cup final, he's had all the parade, they've been drinking,
yeah,
and they've had their parties and whatnot. And I don't think he'll be captain this season. I think he'll probably go to Romero, but people go, oh, we should get rid of him. You should never, ever, ever say you want to get rid of him because at the end of the day, he can still change a game for you. And even
yeah,
at 31, 32, 33 years old, he's still a good player. So
And like you say, if you bring him on at 70, if you're 1-0 down, you bring him on at 70th minute, he's probably more than likely going to score anyway. So
so I think that'll probably be his role this season, a bit part player, but you can't deny what he's done in 11 years for Tottenham. He's finally won the trophy with us, and good luck to him. He can stay as long as he wants, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Who are your opening games against anyway in the Premier League?
So we've got Burnley at home.
See, that's quite a good start off, I think, to be fair.
Very good start.
If you have a good run, if you get a good run off now to the start.
Yeah. Well, then we away at Man City, and we've got a very good record there anyway.
Yeah.
And then we're at home to Bournemouth. Those are our first three.
Which will go.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad, to be fair.
It's all right. If you can take 7 points from that, you'd be happy.
Then the next one.
Yeah, and then the Villa after, I think, or something like that. But
Villa, yeah.
It's but listen, it's all right winning 1-0 in pre-season. If you take 6 points off us this year, then it's all for nothing, isn't it? So, it's all about the league. And
I mean, but you know what? Even if we did the double on you again, it doesn't. You could be higher in the league than us. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes then that derby doesn't mean nothing with the points. It's just all about pride, isn't it? At the end of the day. You know, so, you're out there to win them games, and that's all that matters, because it's all about bragging rights with North London. At the end of the day, you could be at the other end of the table, or we could be at the other end, bottom of the table. It just doesn't matter. You're out there to beat them, And Miss is getting in the shot there.
Not a shower. It's a living room. It's definitely not a shower in that listen, really good today. I'm happy with the performance. It's pushing on for the season. Not really much else to say, really. I mean, it was good. I'm happy with it, and we move on. And
I would like to. Did you hear about what Thomas Frank said? Now, did we speak about this before? About the whole about saying that Arsenal are one of the best teams in the league in his interview. So I was a bit like, can't be saying that. This is a bit ludicrous, saying that. Well,
this is what managers do. They're never going to slate anyone, are they? They're never going to go, oh yeah, we played Burnley today, rubbish. You're going to say, oh, they're a good side, Burnley. Yeah, good tactical, nice and tight. We'd be a really good team.
I think that's what the league misses, though. Do you remember? Look, you have these days of the Ferguson, and Ferguson was never shy to go out and just tell someone that they're in the wrong, or they're bad. I don't like them, and do you remember back when Wenger was in as manager, and they had the rivalry, him and Ferguson, and he started talking about in ways of people's wives and stuff like that, who's got the better wife and stuff like
that. Yeah. Well, the master of it was Mourinho.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
He hated Wenger. I still think he does.
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah.
Yeah, but he said if I lose as many games as he's lost, I'll leave London and never come back. I mean, things like that you don't get anymore. It's great.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what he's missing. You want a bit of flair with the managers,
of course you do. Yeah, you want a bit of that. You want a bit of controversy and all that. You're not going to get that from Thomas Frank, or I mean, Big Ange had a little bit of it.
But you can see with Big Ange, he was getting frustrated as well. A lot of people were on his back towards the end of it a little bit.
He did tell everybody he wins stuff in his second season. He did tell them, and nobody listened. He goes, they all laughed. Now he's laughing now. Yeah. So.
Was he from Yorkshire? Is he?
Yeah. Yeah. So look,
this is what he's missing though. I used to love that, because you hearing them post interviews, you go, oh, that's ready for next weekend now.
We watch managers' rants on YouTube, so we look at the Ferguson ones back in the day.
Yeah,
and one of the reporters said, "Oh, you and Man City are struggling in Europe." And he went, "Struggling? We're not struggling," and he walked off. And then you had the Mourinho one where he goes 3 times and all that, and then won the league.
Yeah. I love all that.
3-0, by the way. It's great. And there was.
I think I did one of them videos on One Way Football.
Yeah, I saw that. Rafa Benitez was there when he goes. He had a list of facts about Mr. Ferguson. He goes, "This is all facts." They played 6 minutes against Liverpool, and it should have only been 3. So that rattled him. And the best one, of course, Kevin Keegan.
The Kevin Keegan one. Yeah,
love it. I love it if we
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
them.
yeah,
They
yeah.
get them.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what you need. I want some personalities in this league, that are going to,
Yeah,
but managers are too scared to say anything these days because they get penalised too
they
quickly.
get fined, don't they? This is the thing.
Yeah, they get fined. I just think that's a bit wrong because they should be allowed their own opinions, and
yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah,
it makes it a bit more interesting, a bit more like feisty. I think this day and age, everything's too PC in football, especially with the VAR being introduced. You can't have your own say on it anymore because it's
well,
just wrong.
yeah. It's another video altogether. We can talk about how, as I say, the game's gone. Um,
Yeah. The game's
yeah.
gone. Game's gone.
Well,
Pressure. What pressure?
exactly. Precious for tyres. The other one as well is they're introducing halftime interviews, and I saw one in that Club Cup final where Cucurella was being interviewed at halftime.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be there. He don't want to talk. He needs to be in the dressing room. And this has to stop. This wokeness of football. And again, it's another video we can have about the game's gone, because really some of this stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The best thing they ever brought in was goal line technology. That is brilliant, because that is over the line or not. That's it.
That's it. That's all
There's
you
no
need.
in between. There's no faffing about. His watch goes off. There's a goal.
Yeah.
On you go.
You know what? I know it was a friendly today, and the choice of them refs and then sidelines, just atrocious. Like I was, what's the point of it? All right, what is even the point of having referees and officials in a friendly anyway? Then,
Well,
because
yeah, I mean,
I'm not even being biased about it. I'm just saying they didn't really care.
Did he not book Johnson and whoever it was when they were
Yeah, for the little
And this happens all the time, messing about on this shit. No, it was Johnson, wasn't it?
It was Johnson and Marino.
Marino, that was it. Yeah, I couldn't remember the last one. And I'm like, well, look, these two are at it. They're both pulling each other's shirts. They're both. I mean, to book them is ridiculous. I mean, no, I know. And so yeah, some of these refs are but again, it's another video. We can talk about this all day long. But yeah, for me, goal line technology is the best thing that's ever happened.
But that's what we need. I mean, I don't like the fact of all the. We will touch on this in another video. We can talk about this on Sunday on Match Week Madness. Actually, is the offside rule and how long it takes for them to put the flag up?
Well, that is a big debate, because obviously it can cause injury because you're playing on, knowing full well it's offside.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this the other day when Ed was on as well. I think it was when Wenger has said there should be clear daylight between players. So if, like I say, I'm a little bit ahead of Harry, it's still offside. But if there's clear daylight, if you're only a little bit, like your arms in front, it should be onside. So I think clear daylight is the best thing that he's come out with, actually. So I think that'd be quite a good idea. So if there's a gap between the defender and the striker, it's offside. No gap, then you're onside. Makes the game a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, look, we'll touch all on this on Sunday because it gives us something to talk about. But like, obviously, I want to mention as well, we've got to start off the Match Week Madness predictions again, because we're going to have a new podcast to join the show, because a certain person has decided to leave off his own accord. So we'll start off the things, but it would have actually gone to I think, well, Harry got the score right, I think, because did you say 1-0, Harry?
You said, I think I did. I think he did, actually. I think you
said 1-0.
He did.
And I think then, because you went with 1-1, and I think that he said at 1-0.
Yeah, you went 2-2.
Yeah, I think he went 1-0. You're right. Yeah, we take that.
Yeah. So well done, Harry. You would have got them points there. We're going to start it off again anyway. I think we'll just start it off when the season starts anyway.
I think so. Yeah, I mean,
have a fresh, clean slate anyway.
Yeah.
But look, listen. Yeah. But look, listen, lads. It was always a pleasure to have you on here. And we look forward to Sunday's meeting. And any final words? Go on. I know you want to get it out your system.
Yeah, champions of Hong Kong. You'll never sing that.
On that note, don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Thank you to Harry and thank you to Johnny's. Thank you very much for coming on the show, lads. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, lads.
See you later. Cheers. Bye.
Champions of Hong Kong. Get away.